I'm gonna make a lot of headway. You're gonna see a lot of progress out of all of these horses and Cody. So let's get started. I'll meet you in the arena.
Fallon Taylor, little lady with a great challenge in front of her. This is Flo.
Baby Flo. She wins the world championship. And the winner's circle for that cowgirl.
And the victory lap. Ellen Taylor will win.
She's riding a new horse, a young horse, out of her champion Flo.
She has absolutely been unstoppable.
What's up, Flomies? Welcome back to my channel. We are in beautiful, beautiful Payson, Arizona, where we're here at the Slack. All the stuff and things going on behind us. It's absolutely gorgeous. If you've never been to Payson, it feels like Flagstaff. If you've ever been there with the big, beautiful pine trees in the mountains, it's absolutely gorgeous. So we have a long trip ahead of us to get here, but first I'm gonna show you a run at Vernon, Texas, where Cody and I make awesome runs. She ran Lolo. Check out those runs right here.
Another world champion of 2014, Fallon Taylor.
Here we go. Baby, what you get your body from? Tell me what you get your body from. Baby, what you get your body from? Tell me what you get your body from.
I got it from my mama. I got it from my mama. I got it from my mama. I got it.
Honey looking good from her head to her toe. Beauty overload, body out of control. She 24, she could be a model.
Okay, I'm so proud of those runs. I feel like Hush Money was right on the money. We were just out of placing. She ran with some really, really tough horses. Big, giant, outdoor, crazy standard pattern. And I felt like she did great. The alleyway was insane with the people like walking across. Apparently people have never seen barrel racers and how absolutely insane it can be in the back. Because if I were on foot, I'd be scared to death and look like a deer in the headlights. People are just walking around with beers in their hands, just walking directly out in front of barrel racers, turning the third barrel and running out. So life experience will teach them some lessons in Vernon, Texas. All right, Cody, I felt like made one of the best runs she's ever made professionally. I know I say that all the time. It's just like as you watch somebody evolve, you just watch them get better and better and better. And when I give her feedback, just a tip for you guys that are going down the road and trying to learn, she's coachable, she has no resistance, she's changeable and flexible all of the time, and understands and watches the sport very closely and intently to try to learn something all the time. So if you ever have like a resistance to people going, hey, try this next time, you might want to try to be a little bit more pliable, because that's really, really what's making her so good as she goes. So now it's time to get in the truck and make a 16-hour drive to Payson, Arizona. Okay, so I have to pause just a little bit because in between we had an amazing rodeo collection shirt launch. This one is still available. The one you're about to see Cody run in has already sold out, but it's still really beautiful. And the youth collection in all of these same shirts is coming very soon. So be sure to visit the link in the description to be on the list for the youth shirts coming out. And for the first time ever, we've added super flares. So ranch dressing is really popping off. We're really doing it. And like even here, one lady rode by and was like, I just want to let you know this is the most comfortable shirt I've ever rodeoed in. And I was just like honored to be able to pull over a shirt, look really stylish, pull it on like a t-shirt and meet all the dress code requirements and never have to go to the dry cleaners is really, really cool. So thank you guys for all of your support. Almost every single style sold out, so it was really, really cool. But now it's time to make some runs. Now, I will say this. The pins are like portable pins outside, so my horses are not used to that. They're so, they're super bouge, so they are not used to that at all whatsoever. So they were bucking and playing in these pins. Then the wind kicked up, then it dropped to like 45 degrees, and then we woke up to raining all night. So to say that my horses were less than comfortable is an understatement. However, they all looked great. I mean, horses are born to live outside, so they're fine. But it was just like, it was kind of shocking. We came to Arizona to get away from the North Texas rain and floods, and then we come here and it rained. But it's time to make a run. I feel like the ground's gonna be really good. So I'm up first, then Cody, so check out my run right here. Okay, the video looks amazing. And I love that Hush Money tried her heart out. But that was one of our worst runs. Just the angle can't show you how far by the barrels we got. Ran an 18.1 on a standee. Still very happy. A 17.7's in the lead, so it's not your average like 17.0 or 17.1 leading it. The ground was just wet underneath, and we went way by our barrels. Currently winning like 7th or 8th. I doubt that I'll get a check because we have 2 sets of 10 girls, 10 tonight, 10 tomorrow night that have to run, but still really, really proud. So super happy about my horse. Time to go on to the next one. Now we have 6 days in between this rodeo and the next rodeo, so it is time for us to go to all the jackpots in between and start figuring out like what the colt's like. I have Flo Hawk with me, so I get to have a bunch of fun, and Cody and Lolo get to make a team at all these jackpots as well. So now it's time to watch Cody and Lolo.
Still going bad on you. Still going bad on you. Still going bad on you.
Okay, they didn't get the timing right at the first, but did you see that second and third? Did you see that she's riding in a brand new saddle? Did you see that skill behind the third and asking her mare to come back right on top of the third and be right perfectly accurate? Well, she did all that. So you always have to take the 1% when it comes, and her 1% was sitting really perfect and accurate on top of her horse, coming back really accurately, putting her horse in a really great position, and 2 out of 3 perfect barrels ain't bad. So we're gonna get that first one at these jackpots. Okay, so pacing was awesome, but I know we can make some updates. And again, I've never had this opportunity to be able to take time away from all the responsibilities of home and be able to just practice. So today I'm going to go through and work Boy, otherwise known as Flobot, and Flo Hawk and Lolo. Plus I'm going to make some lessons for the Horse Boss Challenge, just so we're all caught up and getting together at the next challenge. Starts on the 7th of the month, by the way, so be ready. You guys can go check it out at horsebosschallenge.com, where you can see when the next challenge is going to be. I'm going to give away a beautiful tactical saddle, $1,000, and a buckle to first prize, plus 10 other people are going to get prizes as well. And Cody just got attacked by a fly, like an aggressive fly. There's super aggressive flies here. Can you guys see Coco and Poppy in my glasses? Yes. Dad, wave. Wave. You can see. Also, America Runs on Duncan, not spawns, but, you know, hit a girl up. My order is 1 large hot coffee. I don't have to use Italian in order to order it. It's just a large with oat milk and mocha swirl. And that's my order. You're welcome. Cody gets it iced and just a little bit different. So we're gonna get to practice today, which I'm super excited about. Possibly a guest coming up in the future on the channel with a collab, which I'm very excited about. So that's a possibility we're very pumped about. And that's it. So let's go train some colts. Okay, so we are staying in Buckeye, and it's really, really cool here. And the coolest part about it is that we have all these different training facilities basically at our disposal. People come here during the afternoon, but not a lot of people come during the morning. And this is a place where baby Flo and I were 1 out of qualifying back for the American in like 2013, I want to say. No, it would have been early 2014. Lolo's scrolling pictures on Instagram. You got to check this out. Hey. She said there's no dislike button, so that was it. Hey, girl. Hey. Hey. You need to chill. So we're gonna get to train out here, and I'm really excited. So the first horse I'm gonna train on is Lolo 1, because I am updating Horse Boss Challenge videos as we go. And I want to use her for people to see kind of what some of the exercises look like. So that'll be really exciting. I'm obsessed with that group, and we're in the middle of a challenge. If you want to get in on the next challenge, it'll be Fundamentals 2. If you miss this challenge and you want to get on this challenge, it's also going to be available. So you can start. Dead. You can start wherever you want. If you want to do 1, you want to do 2, we're just going to keep adding to them throughout the year because we're all having so much fun with it. And everybody's saving a whole lot of money in training with just doing it themselves, and having a chance to win a saddle, $1,000, and a buckle is a really big deal. So coming soon, but you can go right now to get on the waiting list at thehorsebosschallenge.com, or sorry, at horsebosschallenge.com. So Flo Hawk is here to get some experience. He may be one of the, he may be one of the babies that I sell And I don't sell them because they have anything wrong with them. I sell because we have 8 3-year-olds ready to start being hauled. We also have 7 2-year-olds. So at some point I'm gonna have to get these really, really trained perfectly and then find them a really, really great home. So they're not gonna be cheap. These aren't bargain ponies. They're really, really elite performance horses. So at some point I will offer this guy for sale. But not right now. I've got to make sure that he gets some credentials under his belt, and that's what we're doing in Arizona, so that I can give him pro rodeo experience, be around the pro rodeo road, and just hang out and do all the things that the big kids are doing. So today I'm working him in hind boots because he hasn't worn them a lot, and he's checking out his fringe. He hasn't worn that a lot, so I'm getting him just like really, really broke for those kind of things. And I think he just wants to crawl in my lap. He is a big, sweet baby boy. And he's done so perfectly. Like, he's laid down, he's rolled, he's rested, he's done literally everything you could want a horse to do on the road. I got on with no exhibitions and won a check yesterday at the jackpot at an arena he had never been to on a standard pattern. He ran 18.6 on a standard, which, I'm sorry, that's a really big deal on a 4-year-old colt, just to go in with a mediocre, very mediocre run. So I'm going to go in and we're going to do some training today. I'm going to make that some horse boss videos as well. So if you want to just be a horse boss and not necessarily in a challenge, you can do that too. Just go to thehorseboss.com. But this is really cool because I'm a business owner and manage a lot of employees and do a lot of tasks at home. This is a really cool, like, it gives me 6 days off to only concentrate on this one thing. I'm still working, I'm still answering emails, I'm still doing a lot of things, working with our manufacturers, I'm still doing all of those things. However, kind of having to step away from it, and this is my only job every single day for 6 days, I'm gonna make a lot of headway. You're gonna see a lot of progress out of all of these horses and Cody. So let's get started. I'll meet you in the arena. So Poppy is kind of standing at the angle of where I want to be to my second. And one thing I'm practicing is walking Flo Hawk up. Whether I keep him or I sell him, somebody can grab their hands, put a little pressure on him, and he maintains walking and forward motion until you cluck to him. So I want him to just stay, you know, a lot of people do a lot of things with their hands. I find that it's best if we just walk them to where we want and never touch them. Hopefully you can see by my hands that there's not a whole lot going on. So that's my goal, is to have him run straight to a point. And I know a lot of barrel racers pick up inside and pick up outside, but for me, I just want to keep his feet straight and then just look over my shoulder where I'm going. And I'm gonna, see I pulled his nose out a little bit, I'm gonna have him walk around that barrel again and over finish it quite a bit. But my goal is just to have him walk really confidently. He's a tail swisher, and I think when people see a tail swisher, they think immediately like there's something physically wrong with the animal. I think this horse has just got a lot more kind of anxiety about him, about the pattern. So my whole thing is just giving him something new to think about. And the reason I'm stopping over here is because he's thinking about the run home so soon that he can't get it off of his mind. So I'm making this another task for him to think about, you know, coming down here and doing something different. And then every single time, we call this the train track. You want the horses on the train track so that they know the exact pattern every time. I'm not doing 40-foot circles and then stopping and then backing up. I'm doing the exact same thing every time, so that when I do go to a jackpot, hopefully he'll replicate the one thing that I've worked on, instead of the 75 things. You know, I don't want to try to teach him calculus at night and then give him a Spanish quiz the next morning. I want to try to keep it as consistent as possible. So these 6 days in this arena are just a huge, huge advantage. And I'm going to close my session walking him to the pattern. Same thing. I'm going to sit up straight like I'm getting ready to run, put a little pressure through my hands, put a little pressure through my legs, and then I'm just going to say, ooh, and then just let him sit here for a second and get him to lick his lips and kind of realize that this is a really happy place. I can probably get a lot of that tail swishing to go away. But I think that because of his futurity year and me not training him, there was a completely different style that was kind of being used, and so it's a little bit tougher to get him to just chill out. So that's my big job. Just get him to really, really love working hard and understanding that there's a really good end. Now let's get on Flobot, who's not going to be nearly this patient with me. So Flobot and I just had a really great workout, and he's tired now and hot. Obviously, we're in Arizona. But I just wanted to work him through and get him transitioned back to my style. You know, his fraternity and derby year, he's ridden by somebody else, even though he's mine and I raised him. He's ridden by somebody else, so I just want to get that style back where, you know, I'm just very, I don't know, lackadaisical and relaxed about our training program, just so the horses stay really solid when we haul really hard down the rodeo road. So just getting him to kind of relax and really enjoy running barrels and just be really relaxed about it, so I can walk all the way down the alley. Hopefully you guys have noticed the trend that every horse in our barn, with the exception of baby Flo, because I don't think she ever will, walks as long as we want them to walk, and then we can ask them to run, which we think is really cool. So I'm just trying to get him to kind of come back to me that way. I just made a little run through. Cody will show it to you, but I'm gonna have to ride like Sherry Survey this afternoon because he needs me to be pretty damn perfect right now while we're kind of transitioning styles. So fingers crossed that I have a tall glass of Sherry Survey right before I run today. So you guys wish us luck. We're headed to a jackpot in Sonoyta. That's where we're going. So I'm gonna run Flobot and Flo Hawk, and then Cody's gonna run Lolo. So Hush Money, of course, continues to get the day off, and I'm just going to put some poultice on her and give her a bath and let her have a great rest day. But that's it for our practice. I think it went really well. I'm using an O-ring that is coming soon to Tactical, and just a Cavison and some split reins just to ride around in. I sometimes ride him in draw reins, but you know, he's been getting really soft because I've been leaving him with a friend of mine that's a reiner in between rodeos, and so tag teaming this into making a more relaxed, thoughtful Flobot again has been really fun, and it's really cool for you guys to kind of see it evolve because he's starting to get like really chill and in rodeo mode. So hopefully you'll see him at some more pro rodeos later on. You guys, I'm headed out. I can't wait to update you guys with all the stuff and things. I feel like the colts are making amazing progress, and I'm so grateful for this time away. Again, thanks to everybody at home that makes this happen. All right, you guys, if you're not already subscribed, make sure to be subscribed. Hey, hello, I'm vlogging. Hey, I'm vlogging. Be subscribed. Ding the little bell when you subscribe. That way you get a notification right when we upload, so you can be the first one back here to check out how it's going. And also, don't forget to count your blessings, drink your protein, and say thank you to Jesus. See you at the next one. Did you love this vlog but wish you could get even more training tips and horse content to apply to your training sessions? Make sure to check out thehorseboss.com. I'm excited to be your coach.